Jim. Oh, hello. Are you wooing into the chat? Yes, you've been reached. Hello. Darn it! Another connection thing. Fudge. I could have sworn this thing was working. Keep having this problem. Hello? Hello? Okay, you're there. Yeah, I don't know why. Remind me not to work with UPS with the way my freaking computer keeps dropping packets, dude. Oh my god.
What happened?
I said my dropping packets. It seems to have trouble trying to like stay connected. I don't know why.
Seems what?
Because for some reason or other,
Hello?
yes.
Problems with connections again.
My shit is acting fucked up. I don't know why. It's constantly messing around with my settings. Because I would have the volume mixer
Hello?
up and then it'll go down and down again. Okay, wait. If I put Discord settings. Alright. Yeah. I'm wondering what was going on with that. Okay. How do you sound now?
I don't
You sound like you're tickling very comfortably. So let me just see. In let me change this to 19. Okay. Does this sound a bit better now? If you wanted to talk a little bit, test 1 2 1 2 type thing.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, that we're
Okay.
yeah. All right. So, earlier today, I was gabbing with one of my friends from another server, and she was chatting with me about trying with Let me just. It'll be apparent once I show you like my screen. Hold up. Turn on my shit. Turn on my shit. All right, hold up. I'm turning on my fucking thing. Rio. Okay, transition. Here we are. Share my screen. Mm-mm. All right. So I kind of felt like I was being regarding a situation that I had where I would be interested in wanting to try out. With all the talk that we've been having of these gotcha games, I thought to myself, okay, what if I try a gotcha? It's like for these people to like have a bug or some shit. So one thing led to another, and then my friend told me, "Hey, why don't you try out Honkai Star Rail?"
I had a feeling it'd be some hoyoverse slop.
Okay, I noticed that like yeah, people have various different opinions on the game. Why do you consider it slop?
Because it's from Hoyo.
From what I can tell, they're from that lawsuit, right?
Man, why don't you pull you like?
I feel like getting consumed by the gacha. They say you must become one with it. You must be melded by it.
Well, first off, if you don't want to be consumed by it, don't spend money.
Don't spend money. Yeah, I want to try to avoid. Okay.
They'll try like $1.99 for what is pretty much a full pull, but don't buy into it. That's how they get you.
I'm gonna try not like one of my big fears. They'll be like, "Oh, get this one character, and she's got like this makes me uncomfortable."
Well, it's not even just what if that character has something they can clear or help you clear the toughest stages. That's how they get you.
Oh, you talking about the metagame thing, yeah.
And even with PvE, there's always a meta. It's like it's a mind trick. They make you think there's no meta, but there actually is. Because if you're like stuck on a boss, it's convenient that they release a character that can that can resist kit. Like it just seems a little convenient, don't you think? And then like, and then what's it called? Like you can't clear the harder content. Oh, how convenient that we're releasing a character that deals extra damage because like here's because I'm playing because I'm playing a that is PVE, and I think I told you Disney Pixel RPG.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's an event right now of Tigger. He conveniently does extra damage to enemies, and how convenient that the level 10 bosses that are there like are glowing white. That's a little convenient, don't you think? Granted, there's like a few other characters, but what if someone starts a new account and they're like they don't have that character? Oh, you could spend that money. You could that tinker. That's pretty helpful for that. And then and there's the fact that like he can help boost to get as much event exclusive currency too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the game just gives you one free character to like help with that, but you can possibly get another one to help. You know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard the okay. I heard the. You know what I mean? Like, don't listen if you hear someone say, "Oh, there's no power creep because it's PVE," assume there's power creep.
This is the character you're talking about, right? You're talking about Pixel RPG?
That's a card game. Yeah. Just put in pick. Yeah, like you see, in the right. Yeah, right.
Tigger.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Jigger. Yep.
Does extra damage to white glowing enemies, and the boss around this time does white glow. So it's like you're aiming. And again, there are not enemies. There are characters that can do damage to white enemies, but assuming someone goes in and they only pull out like or Aurora that do like simple damage to like any enemy.
Mm-hmm. Question is for a Disney Pixel RPG character, where the
Unless they start and all that, I don't know because the game's kind of been in a dry spell for a few months, so they kind of need to like step up before they even consider like getting collabs with.
might get the dreaded EOS announcement at some point?
I mean, if they do, I'm kind of. Oh, if I'm just saying, if they do, I can at least say single dime.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Cause like
Yeah,
all
because
I
I'm
see right
going
now
because
is a pretty goompy figure. I hope that suffices. It doesn't really look like a tot.
puzzle game.
Oh, is the wrong one? Fudge.
No, it is the right one.
Okay.
It is the right one.
Yeah,
I mean, there's two Tiggers right now. This one and
Picnic Tigger.
Honey Farm Tigger.
Another one
Honey
where it's like there's a login bonus. I'm confused.
From the as it was from the game's release,
Okay.
and that's Picnic Poo.
Mm-hmm.
Until the game is probably banned in China.
Yeah. Also, today is National Winnie the Pooh Day. I don't know why
It's so
that's
crazy
not
to me
the
that I mean it's public domain, and all that we got is like two shitty horror films.
Hey, but maybe the third one might be the trick. It's like, all right, we're gonna make it better than these last two games. I'm kind of curious the best character.
I mean, right now, I think one of the best characters at the moment are, I was gonna say Mulan, Rapunzel. Uh, yeah, right now, what you see on the consider the best that
I'm
since there
pretty sure
hasn't been like
someone
a
wants to
huge
throw
shakeup.
hands over that. Oh no. Donald Duck above everyone else. Well, we've seen what
Um,
he does in fucking Kingdom Hearts 3.
yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah, if you get the characters in S and SS and S tier, you're pretty much set. I have those characters. I got Rapunzel, Maleficent, Genie, and later on.
Let me see. Do the other characters come into the best party comps and builds? Damn, they really thought this out.
Yeah. Oh, but since you can put it in a team, you have to figure out what works with what. And some characters have required roles like Winnie the Pooh is full support who can like help heal the team. Genie is just
Buff, yeah, here you
it's
go.
like
EX skill activation character makes it easy to manage physical strength, additional attacks, activating skill.
yeah.
Damn.
I mean what of like Genie, Pooh, Rapunzel, and Maleficent. And I have another striker like out of like Aurora. I was thinking of trying out Mulan or what's his name or what's her name yeah, I was thinking of Mulan. I mean, Aurora's fine. It's just I want to try out a new striker.
A bit can also be used. Mm, yeah, pretty change skills. This is a lot to process.
Yeah, that's the thing with these gotchas. It's a lot to process, and everything's gonna feel so new and alien. But once you get like the nitty gritty of it, it actually becomes pretty easy to like understand for the most of the time.
Here, like, it says power builds. I just imagine, like, Belle and Rapunzel just whipping out, like, a fucking assault rifle and just shooting
I
somebody.
mean,
Like, oh no.
Bell and so they're more like team players rather than like full offense.
I think there's also here too, but I'm not familiar with the source
Oh yeah,
material.
here. Funny enough, Hero Mickey's from an act from an RPG in the style of like the NES, SNES, and I not too long ago they did release Heat, Dark Lord in universe, the final boss of Mickey's game.
Ooh,
If you ask me, I'm still waiting from Steamboat Willie Pete too.
I know this sounds like a silly question.
I know.
Settings. Oh, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, because I just like the Steamboat version of to it. That I like.
Yeah, I thought I saw a picture of him like earlier over here. Like they were bulking up to like fight him or something.
Oh yeah, that's the mimic Steamboat Pete boss. They for the story and
And the way Zach looks, he's a really chill guy. Nick just seems like a super chill guy here, dude.
right.
Just a swell guy. Not caring anything in the world. Tariffs are gonna get raised right now. I'm like, nah, I'm just vibing. I don't care if milk is just eggs in a bit, but like, nah, we cool. We're here. Yo, for a second there, I just read this and my mind went to like a dirty. Hold you.
Oh my god. Wait, how many farm?
I was like, wait a minute, horny farm piglet. Excuse me.
Oh, you read
Oh,
porn, you
no. It's like, what's he doing?
you're getting a little freaky.
I see other guys here. There's a bonus stage guide. It's
Yeah, the
like
bonus
deep
stages
into
are where
the
you can grind for resources. Hello?
Yeah, yeah, you were saying?
Mostly for like farming for resources.
Oh,
But when
okay.
like yeah, so like if you running low on like Stardust, pretty much I forgot the other currency, but yeah, you pretty much can go on there and
Hmm. In my head, I imagine being like one of those stages in like a Sonic game where you gotta like jump on the platforms and stuff like that. But I guess it doesn't work that way.
nah, it's like wave.
Okay, well, I guess this thing's been might as well start with it. Hold up. All right, let me just. Okay, switch this. Change windows. Big honkers. All right. Anything of note you wanted to say about Honkai Star Rail or the game or any of its systems? I'm kind of just like unsure of how to begin this.
What?
I said you wanted to tell me about like your thoughts on like Honkai Star Rail.
I'll probably never touch it, so I don't want to understand it.
It's got a bunch of pretty character designs, I'll give it that. They are very meticulous designed, I'd say. Like, I wonder how much time they spend here getting ready to go out there running the way they do.
You could say that for a lot of like character designs.
Yeah, because I think. Let me show you like where I'm getting this from, because it's like they kind of remind me of this type of shit. I don't know. I felt like this kind of started it. You know, like they're like a
No,
series of popular like things in hold up. Oh, something's going on with my fucking keyboard. Do, 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 do. Okay, but um, 11. All right. Atelier. Yeah, I think in a lot of these atelier games, they're like games where you get to run around as like an alchemist, and you have a workshop, and you get to mix things together, go around, collect the resources and stuff like that. And cute girls doing cute girl stuff, living your best life pretty much. And a lot
okay.
of their designs have like these super long, flowing, detailed, heavily detailed. The characters look like they stepped out of one of those like Renaissance paintings. Let me see. There's a picture that I found
What?
somewhere. Hold on. Let me just.
Welcome to anime.
Welcome to anime. Yo, dude, it is anime. Hold on. Let me show you. Screen right here, bro. It is, bro. It is. Fuck, dude. Let me. Why can't I see the picture? Okay. Yeah, you get character designs like this, like this. Oh come on! I just sure. Uh, watch. Open like a new tab. Fuck yeah, knowledge. Wait, not the link.
Yeah, well, why don't we just watch the animated one?
There's an animated one. Hand in hand. Excuse me. Come on.
It looks like it's just the animated one. It looks like it just looks like the animated.
Okay, yeah, I think here's a picture of one of them. It's like taking its sweet Bippy trying to buffer, but eventually it'll. Sure, is like of one of the characters, and they have like you got like the ribbon hair, you got the little pieces of the accessories on the hair. They're hanging by I don't fuck if I know the corset with the jewels like embedded in there. The skirt, the frilly like ribbons accentuating the outfit. And you got this one like wearing like a shiny headpiece. Whatchamacallit, this strange cardigan with like tassels on the side of it. Like it's whatchamacallit, almost you cottage core if that's a thing. Hmm. Mother trucker, I keep getting disconnected. Are you there?
I was just trying to let you know that you disconnected.
Yeah, yeah. When I mentioned with the outfits, I would say it's very cottage core. It's got long. The characters have long, billowy, flowing outfits, and that's the thing that got started from freaking Atelier. We'll start rambling now. And fuck, where did the game go? I literally press it to start game, and then freaking the Epic game the menu. I'm like, God damn it, Epic, come on, dude. You guys are gonna give me free games. You might as well have. Okay, I think it's starting. I tweaked the settings somewhat so I would be able to hear you when we're like chatting and stuff like that. Power, what you're saying. Okay, is it for you or is it just fine?
I can't hear anything.
No.
I think I want to keep it like that.
It's telling me that I need permission to send this to you. Okay. All right. Does this make sense now? Is it too loud?
I don't hear or see anything right now.
Ah. Because I'm at the menu. It's playing the menu. So far,
Okay, I
OBS
can see
is...
it, but I can see it at least now.
Okay. Let me see. Is there a way that I can... It says me here. Sure. If I turn this off, I don't know if the audio stops. Because I've been tinkering with the settings for my audio for like a while, so sometimes it'll be too quiet or too loud. Okay, let me see. It's at a level where I have the master volume at 10, so if I just... Okay, do you hear anything now?
It's the same answer I gave you. No, and I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Okay, I kind of hear something.
Because I want to make sure that it's not loud. It's loud, but not loud enough that like I can't hear you. I guess I'll just keep it at 2 then. Because every time I talk, like it ducks the audio, so I can tell for sure how loud I'm being or something. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so time to pop my cherry, I guess. All right. I'll confirm. I'm playing in America. At least I think I am. In the beginning, there was Jean, and Jean was playing. Motherfucker, more stuff. Diego, have you ever had a situation where you were playing a game and then the game stops to download more stuff inside the game? Or vibing? One more time to see if it's not shitting itself. Okay. Alright, we're good. Into infinity. Beyond. What's that little thing on the bottom left, I wonder?
You got me. I never touched this game.
There once was a Jean who began to play with his bestie, Tyrone, and the two bickered over the game. They did not know what they were getting themselves into, but sooner or later, Tyranno became join his buddy Jean and play the gotcha. he knew that he needed to spend the gotcha bucks on the OnlyFans model's avatar outfit. He knew he had to simp for the waifu. Hold on, let me get the mouse out of the way. Very interesting time to play music.
Same time. No, I think you couldn't have
2016. Yeah, freeze.
23.
Oh, there it is.
7:15 system time. Sure, Kafka.
Elio, future. So what's with the explosion just now? Was that also part of his script?
Does the game have like an auto button?
23:44:59 system time. The pulses from the explosion caused out from the master control system.
You did that.
No, the Antimatter Legion did it. They completely invaded the space station 2 system hours ago.
Alright. So do we need to fight the Legion?
Elio didn't say anything about it, so it doesn't matter.
Got it. So from now on, I'll be in charge of this
Copy. Can you let me have some fun this time? Our last few to be pretty dull.
Sorry, I'm afraid there is not much I can do for you. Our task this time is just to play properly. But if you want to go look for some fun yourself, I won't stop you. I mean, after all. After all, put it in the script. Why would it matter?
Yeah, she just fucking whips out the heat. Okay.
That breathing sensation.
What do I do?
Remember it.
Use basic attack on a selected enemy. Darn it, he hit me for damage. What do I do? You know, for a move called Obliterate, it didn't kill me. Select that as your target. Switch to your skill for a stronger attack. Okay. Skill on selected enemy. That's it? Okay. Oh, I can... Okay. Oh, it's one of these exploring... Okay. I was worried. I thought I would have to, like... I thought it was, like, a turn-based game. Well, it is, but, like, you know what I mean. Herta's portrait. Do it.
Who's this? Herta.
Yeah.
She looks so young. She was already famous in the last... No? She has to be at least 100 years old.
What's going on with my settings? Okay. Do 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 do. I see. Gosh darn. Why does this happen? Even I'm having trouble with this. What the fudge? Come on, game. Take mercy on me. Okay, at least it remembers where I'm at. Alright. Change my settings. Full screen. Change this to high. Okay. Cause my fucking OBS to just lose its shit. No? Okay. Yeah, that works for me. Oh. Okay, enough rambling. Let me see. How do I make a fake identity? Can I go back? To arrive at the space station, if I use the enchantment of Spirit Whisper on the staff, there's no need to go over that. Okay. At least can I get a value machine? Okay.
When did the anti become so weak?
I could only attract this much. You really want the entire Legion to come here?
This lot won't be able to slow down the Astral Express crew.
Relax. Doomsday Beast is also here.
Doesn't sound like the type of thing I want to run into. Lloyd Ranger. What? Okay. About to say.
May as well kill them all.
Ultimate, okay. I got an ult.
This won't take long. Didn't hurt. Never last. Time to...
Nice. It's got a flourish.
Cleaning up other people's messes is in my job description. You know, Kafka?
Yeah. Where did you send it, Silverwolf?
Some random coordinates, not important. You care about where that Void Ranger ended up?
Of course not. I was amazed at this fancy technique of yours, as usual.
Just a little with the data of reality. I wouldn't call it fancy.
What were you looking at so intently just now? Let me see.
Herta's Toys, a catalog featuring a collection of rare items. They've got a lot of interesting gadgets. There's this gun. It can rate any creature within its crosshair as a score from 0 to 100.
Hey.
Doesn't sound very interesting.
About how much you would score? I kind of want to know mine.
Fine. And play with it if it's not too far. What's our destination?
Go down the corridor behind the door on the left. There's a room where some kind of rare...
Oh, so that's where the Stellaron is.
That's where we can The Stellaron is.
Stellaron. Okay. Here we squatted up. Okay. They just like tag out like that, I guess. Evacuation. Let's see, here you. Yes. Whoops.
The server's still not open.
Hello? Yeah, I was wondering what was going on. Okay. Seems like something happened with your I don't know what exactly. Hold up. Let me see if I could do anything about it on my end. If I change your volume to like 39%. Wait, do you want Yeah, no, that's odd. I can't seem to hear you for some reason. How's your settings? Your user settings? Give me a sec. I'll check on my sec.
Still not open.
Screen display, yeah. Still showing us on mine. Capture, not exactly. Hold up. Volume connector. Where is the sound coming? Okay, let me check my settings. Settings, voice and video. Default speakers. DualSense wireless control. Oh, come on. Alright. I have a problem. I think it's on my side. Hold on.
Phone.
Finally. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn it. You were saying stuff the whole time. I am so sorry. There was like a whole lot that I just missed out on. There was a character who just shot a bunch of guns. She was like done.
Yeah, I saw. I was trying to say that like her like they call it obliterate to make it when this character survives that move, you like pull for her because of course it's gotcha.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. We're at 80%. We're still here. We're still vibing. Okay. I'll praise this game for something. As soon as I like move my mouse or something, the controls immediately change to accommodate. So if I'm fucking I can use I have my controller connected and I can use the mouse at the same time. That's actually really smart. I don't see many games do that nowadays.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I guess now we're using one character that has an uncomfortable amount of fan art online about her. Like, oh, her name is Silver Wolf.
Do you know how close it down?
I don't know. These short characters that just sets like the internet on fire for some reason. Let's see what's up. Welcome to Herta Space Station. You can savor the bounty of the ocean of knowledge. Beware the risk of drowning. Oh no.
Who knows what's in the brains of those following the erudition?
Is the game too loud?
I don't hear anything.
Fuck. Okay. Hold on. Let me just tinker with
Amazing
this.
stream for me to watch it.
Oh, mother truck. Good eye. Okay, I got that. Yeah. It's like, Gene, you motherfuck. How dare you? Damn, Diego. It's funny, we're playing this on the last day before TikTok gets shut.
Awesome.
Diego, I'm gonna miss people doing the fucking stupid dances, dude.
The only thing I'm gonna miss is my locale content, but they'll probably migrate to YouTube Shorts.
It seems like everyone has their own personal cell phone that they just navigate and do stuff with, which I think is pretty nice attention to detail. My character has the bio and it's locked. I can't use anything. Equilibrium changes as you explore the universe when your trailblaze level. Okay. Big numbers. I'm getting nervous. Max trailblaze level is 70. Increases your Calic, Stagnant Shadow, Cavern of Corrosion, and Echo of War. Diego, the way these games like just throw at you, bro. Oh my
You better start
God.
learning them.
I don't even know his name. They just call her Silver Wolf, dude.
Because that's you. You are the main character.
A lolly gamer grill. Home and play League. God damn it. Okay. Readable item. Sure. Let's go with that. Manuscript. On that day, Scholar Cleo from Candel Graphos. Something you would like to write for the universe? I told her there was nothing, and she replied solemnly, please just write something. It's a request from the IPC. Who's the IPC? To be honest, I never thought about this before. The society has its own rules and rarely ever shares anything with the outside. Would she care about what happens to the universe? Yeah, this game seems to do a lot to make sure that, like, if you want to know more about lore and world building, everything there. There's an emblem of the space station.
Herta, have you ever met? I'm curious about the tastes of someone who used their own name for a space station.
Never seen the real one. Saw plenty of her portraits.
Oh, what a pity.
Oh, there's another controller here. There's still more to do. Okay. Can I run? Will they let me run?
The central area of the space station is up ahead. There will be lots of there.
That's not good. I better wait until they see me. Oh, there we go. Oh, an attack from the side weakness. How did they not see me? Okay.
So this is the tutorial.
Characters and enemies.
I have to be stupid, so like when you actually get to it, they can like throw enemies that require you like characters you need to pull.
True. Characters and enemies act in sequence from the top to the bottom of the action order. Oh no. Modes is prohibited during the tutorial. Continue to play the game with a controller or a client. Wait, no, I meant to alt-tab.
Time to move.
Oh, the game is calling me out. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to do something. Kafka, wait. Okay, hold up. Why is my thing getting wobbly? Okay, hold on. 80. Jump. Tendies. The tendies.
They just roll up and get the kids' meal for Silver Wolf.
Yo, but that's the thing though, because they say that like,
It's not even that that like Silver Wolf was. It's just Kafka wants the toy.
Oh yeah, totally. I hear that there are people that fucking like collect those fucking things and then they keep them like in a storage bin and then sell it when it's like worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah, like listen, like I remember, I can't remember exactly, but I remember
I think my mom knew someone who worked
Mm-hmm.
at McDonald's. When you go to their like had a cabinet full of McDonald's toys.
I'm sorry, what was that last part? You're kind of like disconnected.
I said they had a cabinet full of McDonald's toys.
Whoa.
What happened? But I distinctly remember that.
I wonder, what is their new McDonald's menu like? Because I heard that people got really upset recently because they say that, like, oh, we're taking burgers out of the value menu. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck is it called? A value menu if there's no value in it?
I have no idea. I mean, I honestly have no idea. I haven't eaten anything from McDonald's in years.
Oh, look, and then they try to add a, oh, buy one, add one for $1. And it's like, okay, double cheeseburger or a McChicken. That doesn't necessarily sound value because you still have to pay the regular price of the McChicken in order to get the bonus that lets you buy the other one for $1. Regular McChicken. How do they not show you the price? What the fuck? Okay, hold up. Regular.
I don't know. I haven't ordered from McDonald's in years.
Okay, wait, let me just type this in. How much? Fuck, hold on. Let me share the screen. This is what I'm typing in right now. Okay. How much is TikTok? No. Okay. Fuck. Can I just use the voice? Hold on. How much? I don't know why that was so complicated to do. A McChicken it costs between $3.99 and $4.59. Oh my god. The AI is feeling like a woman today. It can't take up its mind.
I guess it also depends on where in the
Says here, Woodbridge, New Jersey, a McChicken is $3.99, but in Manhattan it's $4.59. There are some people out there that are like, oh, if you're wrong about this, Google, I'm gonna sue you. I'm kind of curious because now I see that like Uber Eats has a menu over here. Please don't fucking dox me. All right. Enter delivery address. Okay, well, I guess without doxing yourself.
This reminds me, nothing is going on in like the localverse right now. Everything's kind of like quiet.
I remember hearing stories about people that would play games like World of Warcraft and they would literally have like a poop bucket. And so like while they're gaming, they'll they'll pull down their pants and they just like do their business. And just that smelly room. They say guys and girls did that type of shit. And I'm like, why would you want to live like that? That sounds depressing. Why am I looking for this? Okay, wait. Gamer rooms. Reddit. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Wait, what?
Oh, gamer rooms. You remember this? This is Asmongold's room back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Nah, dude,
Yo,
he has money, but like, why would you want to live like this? Oh.
If like these locals, he just doesn't care. And that's probably how Cyrex's room looks like too.
Ew, dude. I think, like, I don't mean to like knock people that like are suffering from like severe. This is low key a sign of like mental illness. Like one of the things they say is like when you're depressed, like you kind of just let yourself go in a sense. I don't mean in the sense of me like eat or something and get fat. But like, no.
I mean, there's a clear difference between depression and not giving a fuck, and this is clearly not giving a fuck. Because the people were ripping him for how his room looked, and he still has like. It took him how long to clean it?
I think weeks. I have the belief that he had to hire something to like go to his house and like do all that. There's no way he did it by himself.
He probably did.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of eager to know like the flavors of like some of those drinks there. Yeah, like that's a lot of soda. Like I don't know, was he drinking water? I hope he was drinking water for his sake.
I don't believe he was drinking water.
Oh, they have a word for this: neckbeard nests.
I can assure you that like freaking Cyrax probably never drinks water. Like he can't even afford soda. He drinks like off-brand Faygo.
Ooh, what do you feel about this? There's another neckbeard nest. Ooh.
Ooh.
They got the humidifier right there. Everything's all cluttered. There's this.
Like that looks like hang on. It looks like how my sister's room used to look like in like 339 and 424.
Ooh.
Just shit cluttered everywhere.
Oh man.
And if you move one thing, like, but you know what
I left it there. That's my chair. Yeah. Oh, and this is the other side of it.
Yo, why is there always like drinks just laying around?
You said it yourself. These people don't care. I mean, they got the Pokeball there and everything. The Dr. Pepper.
One of them's not even like finished.
Oh. This is I'm guessing this leads to the closet, but why do they have a garbage like facing the closet? That should be away. That's a health hazard. Like by seeing that, I feel like I gotta stack up on water right now. Oh my god, I wanna just drink. I wanna drink water. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Copious amounts of water.
Let me see the Brio. Okay. Can you see my face?
I don't see it.
Darn it. The thing is on, but it's not showing anything. Playing in the sand, hand in hand, come on. Let's have by the beach, playing in the sand. OBS is being a goober again. Okay. Okay, I think this is my mouse this time. I'm trying to go Brio. Okay. Turn the shit on. Coming to you live from Gacha Jail. It's Gene. Let me see. Okay, what if I stop streaming? Share the screen one more. Capture device. Wait, no, not that. Fudge. Hold up. Why won't it show me? Okay, wait. Why don't I just turn this on? Because it says that I turned on the camera, but for some reason it's not showing me. I don't know. Maybe it's my connection.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I did do some tinkering around with the connection thing earlier. Oh, I wanted to tell you about another thing that was on my mind earlier too. That kind of had me mad. I was I finished watching Castlevania. I finished watching Castlevania Nocturne. My experience was when I woke up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, the story kind of immediately continued from where it left off. I wasn't expecting the story to I guess wrap off so quickly, but then again it's like the last season of a show that already had one season going.
if I can be honest with you, since you said,
Yeah.
I haven't met someone. I know two people online who are Castlevania fans.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have not said a positive thing about the Netflix series.
Well, I mean, it kind of throws a wrench into the story. A whole ton of elements that did not exist in the original source material, and I can see why people are upset about that.
Yeah. All right, continue.
To my water jug.
You can continue.
So what had happened was, I had seen like the first handful of episodes. Netflix and my connection issues stopped me at episode 7. So I had thought to, wow, the story's really gonna end on a cliffhanger where a character that you expected to like be defeated turns out to not be defeated. What the fuck, Netflix? And I had to like manually search on Netflix's channel feature in order to get to the last episode. That kind of threw me for a loop for a second. I was about to be disappointed. And then I saw like the last episode, and I was surprised at how there were references to like the original games afterwards, other than the fact that like, the main character can do a thing that resembles a thing that he does like in the main games and stuff. Because I in Castlevania, did you watch it by any chance or
No.
no? Oh, okay. You mind if I like say a couple things about it?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't
Okay.
care. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
The only other thing that people could be like, oh my god, he's doing a video game thing is like, will like his spear will just like glow blue because he'll like channel the power of like Holy Spirit into it. So it's sort of like he uses like his blue flame special like in the game where he can like just set his cross on. I mean, he could set the whip on fire, but it's like blue flames, and he could just like use that to make his whip attack stronger. That's about it. But he does like a lot of cool things here and there. He uses his whip less like his like. He's more like a battle mage type character because he can just use the speaker magic or like the magical sorcery to like strengthen his attacks. So he could like lay punches and kicks and stuff like that and fight people with. Other than that, there's like 2 other characters that use like, their hands and feet to like do damage, and then Alucard is pretty much just Alucard, and he can like use his levitating sword to just like slice people in half and stuff. Alucard to get more screen time, and yeah, sure, I guess they spent like a large part of like the first couple of episodes trying to flesh out like his character and stuff, because at the end of like season 1, big like reveals is that like Richter just suddenly shows up to like save the heroes because they thought they were gonna die, and they turned out to have not died because Richter got there. And they're all like, "Oh, who the heck are you?" And he's all like, "I'm Alucard." And then like the fucking show, the first season just ends like that. But then Alucard slowly starts talking about like Trevor and Sypha and the adventures that he went through in the first Castlevania, while also reminiscing and talking with, "Oh, you're the new generation of Belmonts. You gotta do stuff in order to make sure that you're super tough and strong and defeating evil characters." I remember like one other thing that people were nitpicking is the main villain from this story is a character that shows up significantly later down the line in the future, because I think they call her like Elizabeth Bartley in this one, Elizabeth Bathory, depending on like the translations and whatnot. She's a character that's like closer to like Castlevania Bloodlines, which takes place like closer to World War One, like in the 1940s and stuff. It has to do with like Eric Morris and Jonathan. And those are like 2 guys that are like trying to like traverse like a castle in the 1940s where you got like fucking the Nazis and the Italians trying to like fucking wrestle for control of like the castle. Like, she's like, "Oh, I'm also a vampirist who gained my abilities by like becoming a vampire. I won't tell you who bit me though, but I'm leading a reign of terror. And she wants to do that now, significantly earlier in time during the French Revolution, apparently, because everything is set under the French Revolution in this story. And even though they barely talked about that in the games, they brought that up in this.
If you can correct me, pretty dumb.
Well, I mean, yeah, the plot is kind of trying to do like several things at the same time. There's also a sub, yeah.
From what I heard from like the first scene, it kind of sounds like they don't know where to take the story. It kind of gives me that vibe.
Well, I mean, yeah, freaking at the end of this story, fucking Richter decides that who is now changed to be Haitian, even though she was really not of any descript nationality before in the story. And so he decides to go to Haiti, and over there they're gonna freaking overthrow some more evil, villainous people that may or may not be leading a slave rebellion.
Makes no sense.
It's like the people that fucking wrote this story just decided to play like Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. And then they were like, oh shit, yeah, kill these bad slave owner people. We should write a story about that.
I think at some point they forgot. I think they Castlevania story and then they just remembered and just did what they did.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody wanted to wax poetic about like, hey guys, slavery is bad, but also we're talking about a story revolving around vampires, and I guess this shit in. And then they were like picking, all right, what characters can we change so it fits our narrative? Because I think they added like a bunch of characters that they don't really contribute much to the story, but as like reminders of things that would happen if they had significantly much more budget to continue like doing stories and stuff like that in this instance. Because I think there's a character in the story named Dralta. I think she's a not Persian. She might be like an Egyptian woman that gets transformed into a vampire because attacked by like a Turkish vampire or something. And she becomes a vampiress and she wants to like restore her former or her like old deity, the Egyptian goddess Sekhmet. But in this story, they try to like rewrite Sekhmet in such a way that she's also somehow manifesting into the body of Elizabeth Bathory. So in this one, they try to like groom Elizabeth to become a queen that somehow like overtakes all of Europe. She has a bunch of vampires at her command, and they're gonna try to take over the world and also fight the people of Paris. So like, yeah, it's still a story about vampires, but then like Alucard leads a rebellion. He leads a rebellion of people, and they revolt against the vampires. So it's less like it's less like the fucking French Revolution, and more like a bunch are fighting against an army of vampires because they consider them the lesser evil.
Bro, I can see why you don't like this show.
Let me see. If I was a conservative, I would probably complain that this shit is too woke. It's woke cause Alucard's a vampire and he's attractive and he swings both ways, so it's fucking woke. I did get into my feelings when I saw a there's a side story behind two characters that show up in Symphony of the Night, or one of the characters that shows up in Symphony of the Night. There's a character named Olrox. He's pretty much like a sub boss that's fought in Symphony of the Night, but they bring him into this story and they try to tie him into this story by saying that before Richter was a warrior, his mom and they were like going to like the Boston Harbor, after like the tea party had started in order to go to France. But as like she was going to go there and leave, I guess prior to the beginning, Richter's mom, a woman named Julia, she had killed a vampire that was, I guess, important to Olrox. And Olrox in this one, from like a sea serpent like monster to like some sort of Mayan Incan reincarnated like dragon type thing. I guess you would call it like a Kodal or something like that, according. So in this one, like he's upset because apparently the vampire that Julia killed was his lover, and he's like, "How dare you take my bae from me? I'm gonna kill you." And then like Julia and Orok's fight, he turns into like a Kodal monster and starts, attacking her, like throwing energy blasts and shit like that. And then Yulia is like bravely trying to like keep her at bay because she her son Richter. But in this one, like Richter tries to like help out his mom instead of fleeing to like a boat, and he ends up inadvertently getting her killed because she couldn't focus on the battle and was focused on protecting her son. Richter was crying. Olrox is all like, "I will fight you when you're older. I don't kill kids. We'll meet again," or some shit like that. That kind of traumatized him. So, like, as he becomes like a vampire hunter and shit like that, but he doesn't really know his family that much because he's not really connected that much to the bloodline. And you would think to yourself, okay, but wait, aren't we like worrying about Juiced Belmont happen with like Aria of Sorrow? Because doesn't that happen before Richter's time? In this one, it kind of gets like mentioned in passing as like the events of that game had happened prior to Richter's story.
I'm trying to comprehend all this.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, fuck it. We might as well talk about Castlevania. All right. So, in this one, let me see. I'm gonna try not to get fucking copyrighted.
I think even if you explained it, it won't like have me thinking, "Oh, this nonsense makes sense."
In this story, he turns into this. This is what he Okay, no, this is him as a young guy, but in the story, uh, they make him an old man. He still resembles himself somewhat, but not quite. So like in this one, like used, he in this story, I don't know if you've played like Aria of Sorrow.
Not a single Castlevania game.
Okay. Let's just say in this one, he lost his wife and his best friend to a vampire. They died, and instead of like becoming a vampire hunter, he fighting and using magic, and just decided to like raise his wife's child like alone, and he wasn't exactly the best dad to her. So I guess Yulia and Used weren't exactly on good terms. So she ended up like having a kid, and that kid grew up to be Richter. And so she ends up dying. Used kind of just like is like distant towards Richter, but they eventually meet up with each other again. In this one, Used knows somebody that's like sort of related. She's like a descendant of a sorcery tribe called the Speakers, and he associates with a woman named Tara. There, he just like offers to like make sure that she raises like Richter and like treats her. She's pretty much like an aunt.
I think we lost the plot in all of this.
Oh wait, no, because I'm mentioning like stuff about Orox. So like, freaking Orox goes through like a in this story because as like the revolution continues, he ends up like running into Richter again, and Richter has like a full on panic attack and like runs away from the town. Not even like the city. He away from like the town. And people were like, Richter, what are you doing? We gotta fight these vampires. He's like, no, Olrox is here. Fuck that. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And then Olrox is all like, oh, Belmont boy, there you are. Come on, we gotta run the fade, dude. You're a bit older now. And Richter's like, no, I can't do this. I can't. I'm not getting involved in like this vampire stuff because you fucking killed my mom. And then Richter goes through like a crisis of faith, and he has, yeah,
Realistic depiction of a heart attack.
a panic attack, yeah.
I don't know why it's an heart attack, but okay, go on.
Okay, so as like Olrox like gets involved with Elizabeth, she ends up making him swear fealty to her. So like he becomes like an underling in her machinations and her plans, and she's all like, I will make sure that people will worship me because I am the queen. Drolta's all like, yes, your majesty, you are the reincarnation of Sekhmet, and everyone shall see you as this glorious, glorious being. And then she's like, you know, your accent's very funny, Drolta. Where? And Drolta's all like, who? Because it's heavily implied that Drolta kind of has plans of her own, but she won't say anything yet. She just plays as a loyal servant for Elizabeth. So anyway, Olrox shows up and is all like, okay, my queen, I will swear fealty to you in order to make sure that I can fight the Belmont boy. And she's all like, sure, do whatever you want, whatever, leave me alone. And then and then Olrox runs into pious Christian man. And Olrox feels smitten. He's like, whoa, he's got muscles. He's got abs. I feel kind of freaky. And these two people are on opposing sides. Cause this guy, he's a I don't think they call it a Spanish conquistador, but he's like he's some form of a Latin dude or a Christian adjacent group that believe that the vampires are all demons that must be banished to hell. And yeah.
Well, but this is not making any sense to me.
I promise you, I'm weaving a tale that it's like just giving you the parts, and slowly I'm trying to make them fit together.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So let me see. Where's my pictures? Okay, Castlevania. I think the guy's name was Mizarak. Okay. It becomes Olrox's lover.
Yeah, I don't think
He likes himself some Christian. He's like, oh, you're kind of a hunk. He's like, no, we can't do this. I am a devout man. Okay, it gets messy. It gets like when Elizabeth like marches towards Paris, and she wants to like defeat Richter and his group of friends, because they try to like eventually rally the people of like Paris to stand up to her. So Fox goes up to Mizrak and he's like, babe, we have to run away. She's gonna go to Paris. She's gonna kill you. I don't want you to die. I think you're very cute and you have a nice butt, and I think we should leave. And he's all like, fighting because it is not right to let evil prosper. But he's like, but if I lose you, then everything that I've done will be for nothing. And he's like, I'm sorry, Olrox. And Olrox cries, and my heart kind of failed for him. I was like, no, these have a happy ending. And then freaking Mizarak tries to like fight Elizabeth along with Annette and Richter. And did I mention Maria's in the story too? Because she's like the other character that's like playable in what is it, Rondo of Blood?
Maria, but whatever, continue.
Okay, Maria's there. She's like a little sister type character to Richter. Her mom was the one that pretty much raised Richter in Juiced's absence, but Juice to like help out with the bills and stuff like that. Richter ends up running into Juiced at a bar because he was feeling kind of lonely after what had happened with Olrox. and he ends up learning how to use like his speaker powers, like a bunch of vampires that try to like ambush him and Juiced. Maria sees this and she's like, okay, are you finally... She has a British accent for some reason. Everyone is allegedly supposed to be French, but some of them have like English accents for some reason. Anyway, that's just small. Maria tells Richter like, hey, look, we have to do something about these monsters because it seems like they're being like created by like a kin that's supposed to be part of like the Order of the Holy Knights that like Miserak is a part of. The pastor himself, devout person who preaches like, oh, you gotta defeat all of these people, all of these evil creatures. They're so sinful. They must be eradicated, all of them. Little do people know he's the one that's secretly creating all of them because he's actually that they call a Forge Master. Yeah, he's the one creating the evil vampire creatures that like attack people at night and stuff like that. They're different from the vampires. They're just like creatures that are dead that have been brought back to life. Elizabeth is like, yo, why don't you use your dead soldiers as like bait? If we're like dying and vampires are dying, you can't relive. You can't bring a vampire back to life unless it's like through another vampire. But like you can just bring people back to life that haven't been turned by vampires. And he's all like, oh no, I won't use the souls of my men because they were Christian. Like, you're a fucking hypocrite, but okay. And then Drolta's all like, oh, you know, my queen, it seems like there's an army of angry, pissed off French people that want to march on your location because somehow office in what was the name of that famous like French landmark that like King Louis used to like go towards? I don't know if it's like a prison or something like that. I don't know. Okay. So she's taking place in like a popular building that people see. Her people are like vampires and stuff like that. They call it the Order of Vampires. The Order of Vampires are like fighting with the Parisian government. They're fighting like the people in high places and stuff like that. Richter tells Maria, hey, look, listen, I think I saw the abbot like going into a building and I saw some weird stuff happening.
The end, by the way.
Yeah, we are. I'm like we're like 2/4 of the way through. So what happens is turns out that the abbot is actually someone that her mom knows. So she tells her mom about it. Her mom's like, nah, stay away from the abbot. He's different now. She's all like, what do you mean? I always thought he was like a nice deacon, pastor type sermons and stuff like that. She's like, no, stay away from him. There's more to him than you think. Leave him alone. Maria, being a woman, doesn't. So she ends up confronting the abbot. The abbot's like, oh, secretly, I am your father. And she's all like, no, this can't be true. Mom, how could you lie to me? And then she's all like, I did it to protect you, my sweetie, because if you knew, then you would only want to seek him out. Something bad is going to happen to him.
And something bad happens to him and he dies, I guess.
No, what happens is Elizabeth, this is like the ending to season 1. Elizabeth kind of like corners them all like in a church building where he creatures. I'm glancing over like the other parts that are important too, but like not really. Elizabeth fights Richter and Elizabeth and Tara and Annette, but unfortunately they had to fight her because Elizabeth is too powerful at this point. And she's all like, oh, I'll let you guys live if one of you sacrifices yourself to me. The abbot tells Elizabeth, like, hey, look, listen, whatever you do, just like, please spare my daughter. She's all like, okay, why should I spare your daughter? And he's like, because, I'll give you something of equal value instead of my life. She's like, why not just your life? He's like, oh, because then I can't create more creatures. She's like, all right, fair enough. And then Maria's mom is like, all right, I volunteer myself, so you could just turn me into a vampire, and then everyone else leaves. So then Elizabeth like takes Tara, turns her into a vampire. And, like, what could happen to Annette in the original story? Richter and the others flee because they realize at this point, yo, she's pretty powerful, and she just turned into a different form. So I don't know, she just underwent like a Super Saiyan transformation. She's too powerful at this point. So as they leave, they're followed by the servant Drolta, who who tries to hunt them down, but then she gets stabbed in the back by Alucard, who shows up fashionably late, and he's all like, "Oh, it appears that I came here too late. What happened?" It's like, "Yeah, dude, we took a huge L, bro." And then he's all like, "Damn." Okay. So then season 2 starts. Alucard's like, "Yeah, we should probably get the people one more time just to run it back. Spend some time trying to convince the people of Paris to like fight once again and realize, hey, look, these fucking like vampire creatures are like bad, but we can still do something about it." So over time, they convince the people of the revolution again to fight Elizabeth again. But what happens is Elizabeth is aware that like the abbot is acting kind of shady, so she kind of keeps her from the abbot. The abbot is like by himself, and then Maria just happens to show up at the abbot's place, but she's mad because she's like, "How the fuck could you just let mom die, bro?" And then the abbot's, "My child, like we'll figure something else out. Everything's part of the plan." She's like, nah, I'm done with the plan. We're done talking, bro. Because prior to this, I'm sorry if I'm going back one more time, because she has a conversation with Alucard. Maria has a conversation with Alucard's like, "So what I did was, when I was having a problem with my dad, is like, I killed him." And then she's all like, "You what?" He's like, "Yeah, murdered, dead. I had to stop Dracula somehow." She's like, "Oh," you could see like the little, like the Telltale games, it's like, Maria will remember this. So she goes to like the abbot's place, and she uses like some of the monsters that you could summon like in the game to like harm the abbot, and Rock shows up and tells her like, "Oh, don't be just like your dad, because if you kill him, you'll be just like him," and all that. She's like, "Nah, I'm not trying to hear all that." She summons like a giant blue dragon and just fucking no. The abbot dies. And then for a little while, like Maria kind of becomes a terror gremlin, but she gets better though. Because she realizes like,
Can I just say the story locks me with the whole like, "Oh, you'll be bullshit." It's like,
yeah, it's like they want to. Yeah, Alucard kind of like brings Maria to like Juice. Her and Juice sort of start like talking to each other, because she's all like, "Oh, Alucard is so moody, but at the same time, I kind of understand how he feels." And then Juice is like, "Well, I wasn't exactly like the best like Victor's mom, so I guess I could sort of relate." And then Juice gives Maria the power of self-awareness, and she realizes like, "Oh, I don't have to be a jerk to like do stuff and get what I want in order to like be a powerful like mage wizard person. So I could just use my powers for good instead of getting revenge on people." Because just tells her like, "Hey, look, the power to summon things from another universe, but stop if you heard this one before. There's a chance that the summoning could corrupt you, and if you don't have good intentions, it's gonna make you bad." Like Maria's all like, "I don't want to be bad anymore. I want to change. I want to turn over a new leaf." And so now like her magic turns into good magic instead of bad magic. And then she summons like the tiger and the pheasant games. And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go fight in the revolution now." And then just is like, "Wait, you're just a child. You can't just go out into a battlefield like that." And she takes to the skies, and she's all like, "Oh, watch me." And I'm like, God fucking damn it. You're just gonna let by herself, a 14-year-old girl, just fucking fighting in a war. She becomes like a child soldier and shit like that. She's like helping out the fucking like troops. And they fucking like make ground until they go back to like the streets of Paris. One final confrontation, Elizabeth, they fight, and Olrox shows up, and Olrox is like being very careful to try to make sure that like he's not seen by Richter, because he feels like, oh, if Richter sees me again, it might. So He tries to help them out from the shadows because he doesn't want to see his Bay die, and he once again tries to convince Mizrock, like, babe, we should probably leave. Like, I am not kidding. Like, for real, for real. There's a reason Elizabeth will kill you. He's all like, no, I must fight me and die because that is what honorable men do. And Orox is like, I don't care if you're honorable or not. I just want you to live, man. And he's like, oh, I'll think about it. I'm like, God, I hate this will they or won't they shit, bro. So Elizabeth fights Richter and Annette one more time. Annette undergoes like a power up because she's trying to communicate with the spirits that weren't mentioned to try to reach a version of Sekhmet that's not in the normal world. Apparently, part of her powers is locked away in the spirit world. She ends up making contact with the incarnation of Sekhmet that's over there in the spirit world. This is her body. So now there's like two Sekhmets fighting, and then Elizabeth has like two parts of Sekhmet because they end up finding the body of Sekhmet buried in the Louvre for some reason. They have a fight in the Louvre. Drolta escapes the body, gives the body to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, like, drinks from the blood of that body. She absorbs like a power of Sekhmet. So she has two halves of Sekhmet. She kind of changes one more time. Annette and Sekhmet, she's like, I'm the spiritual you and you're the physical me, but I still have power over you. And Sekhmet's like temporarily distracted. And then Mizrov tries to like attack her, and then I think a random vampire just like fatally stabs Mizrov. She's like, babe, no. And even I was like, oh, Mizrov, no. So, there's like a pretty cool fight scene that happens. They eventually defeat Elizabeth. Richter sees Orox again, and he's like, oh, Orox, I'll fight you in the future, but not now. Because like Orox has to show up at Symphony of the Night at some point. So they kind of just leave him alone. But he's cradling like his dead Bay. He's like, Bay, I can't let this happen to you. And then Mizrock is like, you should let me die as a human. That's what I would want. And Orox is like, nah, because there's a thing you can do to cheat death, and I'll teach you. And Mizrock's like, what's that? And then Orox is just like, numb, and chomps Mizrock, and he turns him into a vampire. And he's like, if I can't have you alive, you'll be my dead Bay. Because I guess there's like a spiritual apparition that sometimes follows people that are going to down to hell. And yeah, that's the end of their fucking like romance thing. So while everything happens with the French Revolution and like fucking Richter and Annette and their friends fighting in order to from vampires, apparently, there's a love story that's there, and it's a tale of love and a tale of loss. And then like the Nocturne ends because and Richter become like a couple, and they decide to take a ship to they say Saint-Domingue, which is like more or less modern day Haiti, to go fight in the Maroon Up. Also happens at a similar time. Yeah, I can see why people are not too happy about Nocturne. Personally, I think it was nice that there was a little bit of representation talking about Haitian, West Indian, Caribbean tribes. But people would argue that it was probably better it would turn into its own series rather than having to shoehorn all of that into the concept of Castlevania. Because it's usually just a story about vampire hunters and fighting vampires. What's everything else doing here?
Yeah, I just don't. It does like. I guess the one word that comes to mind is that this doesn't feel like Castlevania.
I was gonna say the one word that came to because trying to explain all that has left me parched. I need water.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As someone who hasn't played the Castlevania games, this doesn't sound like Castlevania.
I apologize. Over the place, I'm slightly hungover, so that might have something to do with the way I tried to hastily explain it.
I mean, even with that, it just sounds like a completely different series. Like, it sounds like someone's yeah, it just sounds like someone's an original IP that just has the Castlevania name.
Yeah, hold on one second. I'm just gonna take another potty break.
You know what? It actually sounds okay. When you're back,
Yeah. Okay, hold it. Twitter do. Okay, yeah.
Okay. You know what this all sounds like?
What?
It's like an adaptation of someone's D&D session. And then it does Castlevania.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, this actually does sound like someone's like D&D homebrewed D&D session.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say horny, but yeah.
You know what I mean, I learned from a friend because they're into D&D. You know what homebrewing is, right?
Yeah. I still want to join a session one of these days.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. This sounds like someone's homebrewed attempt, and then like I'm sure that these like the people behind it, Konami breathing down their necks, but like it just doesn't feel like Castlevania.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the kid's an annoying brat.
Fucking Castlevania and shit like that. Have you been making any more progress on like Fire Emblem Heroes?
Just grinding stuff right now before the event ends.
What you grinding?
Sources. I mean, I'm not gonna go super crazy because meta's fucked. So it's may as well just do the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Can I share my screen and by the beach, playing in the sand, hand in hand, come on. In this way, transition, okay. Okay. Let me see. Said, let's see, Fire.
I mean, what are you looking for?
Oh, a little picture, so that way, like when we're talking about it on the podcast, I'll have like a picture up so we can like discuss things.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What's that are happening right now?
Just Grand Conquest, and that's it.
I'd say what Grand Conquest was, but I'd probably get spoiled.
It's not even that important. It's just a mode where you can like try much territory. I mean, the only thing that it rewards you is like more feathers and orbs.
I do like the pictures that they draw for these things, though. I wonder where it falls into the multiverse canon. You could say that this kind of happens after everything else.
Not really. It's kind of its own thing, but the thing is that what's it called? It's considered a main, and it deals with like the multiverse because the whole point is like summoning characters from previous games and all that.
And
None of the like characters from previous games have a huge role in the story. They only save that for like forging bonds and all that.
Ah, I see. Well, I do like the designs of some of the characters, even if I may not know who some of them are.
I mean, yeah, of course. Those three are the main characters that you get for free. You know, because every gacha has that like character you like start off with.
Mm-hmm.
That's Alphonse, Sharena, and Anna.
My question is, why is he slightly upset, but everyone else is happy?
He's the straight man.
Okay, and I guess like they have like an idiot and smart girl routine or something.
Well, Sharena's the idiot, technically. Anna's the smart one, but but by Fire Emblem rules, she's on the side, wants to gain a lot of money.
Oh, okay, she's the Anna of this one. Okay, I hadn't recognized there was Anna yet. I was like, oh shit, she looks familiar.
Yeah, and by Fire Emblem rules, the other Annas.
I'm telling you, man. Do they have a thing where it's like there's a council of Annas and they just discuss things that happen in the Anniverse?
I'm pretty sure that happens. I mean, they have mentioned other Annas and from Awakening to Fates and all that.
I wonder if like she's heard all the Anna jokes. It's like, oh, we're going to the annals of history. We're gonna remember you. I wonder, would Annie count as a character that's partially related to Anna as well, or is that just her own character? Net. It's like, hey, you should dye your hair redder.
Her own character, because you will know a character is related to Anna because they look the same. That's just the rule.
So when are we gonna get Anna with the side cut?
No.
I refuse to wear feminine clothing.
No.
You're gonna buy my support. I like it.
I mean, funny, but the end that you pay for in Fire Emblem Three Houses has no supports, and those are a big deal in that game.
It does have supports because it's all the simps that are paying for her, but you didn't hear that from me. That's the only support she needs, our money. They're like, please, we need you to do triple crit damage on this enemy. I don't think we can survive this battle without it.
Good luck. She's considered one of the in the game because she doesn't have any supports.
Oof. Big oof. She said, I'm gonna try to girl boss it, but she unfortunately girl bossed too close to the sun. It's a tale as old as time. Let me see what's happening.
Like, I think the funniest thing, like not even through power scaling, is that you ask some people and they'll like tell you that like Fire Emblem Heroes is like ridiculous compared to other Fire Emblem games. Because you have the goddess Hel, who like stated that she gains stronger with every death in the multiverse, and she stated herself that the multiverse is infinite. So if you want to take that for face value,
This Hel?
yeah.
There's a tome in Fire Emblem Holy War.
Well, what's it called? There's a character named. Her appearance is based on the tome.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I was like, somebody asked, does hell exist in Fire Emblem?
Well, that's the thing. They name characters after Norse mythology and all that, but now, like with heroes, like taking inspiration from Norse mythology, you kind of get like a little like clash.
Did anybody ever complain to them that it's historically accurate?
No.
Oh my god, hell doesn't look like this in the mythology. It's not true.
They'll complain. Oh, like here's the funny thing that I think I told you before, but someone complains as a woman because it's not historically accurate because they're only like disguised as a woman, and I'm just reading his like almost borderline manifesto, and I'm just like thinking it's like he wanted like Thor as a man to like thirst to.
I also find it funny when people do shit like, oh, you know, the character is drawn as a woman, but then it's like, oh, why can't they be a man though? And it's like, bro, I don't repeated what you said right now, but I just had a brain fight.
And I'm saying it's like it's a gotcha to just They like as much as I don't want to like come off as like that, but like some gachas are just not made for certain people. Like go with this guy specifically, like before ultimately I guess him like going off with like disappearing. He like it's like you could tell that this guy made no secret that he was gay, and I'm just like thinking about his like little manifesto against like how how heroes depicted Thor. I'm just like, okay, maybe this franchise isn't for you anymore. And it's some people just need to know that it's just that. Like sometimes a franchise isn't for you anymore. As there's a joke. There's an in joke with a character named Oliver. It's calling him the most handsome Fire Emblem character.
Oliver. Okay, hold on. I'm about to look them up because I was like, funny. Let's see. Oliver. The most handsome. Oh yeah, totally, dude. Yep, I believe it.
Look at that. Look at the art next to him.
Oh my god, yeah. He's becoming one with even further beyond. Hell yeah, dude.
He's voiced by Richard Epcar too.
There's power, there's speed, and then there's this. Even further beyond. Yo, I was like looking up some articles online, and they say that apparently a article that Far Cry, well, Ubisoft is doing a thing where now they're getting rid of achievements for doing stuff in multiplayer games that no longer have multiplayer. Is this a good or a bad thing?
I mean, I'd say it's. What was the point of having them? What's the point of keeping them if the player has no access to them? You know.
Yeah, and then it says here that like there's Steam achievements on games that at first didn't on Steam. So if you ever wanted to play Far Cry 3 again for some reason, now you can play it with achievements. And I'm like, wow, Ubisoft, that's actually pretty nifty. Some people would say, oh, but why can't you put it back in multiplayer? And it's like, dick player in the game anymore. Why would you put Steam achievements there? But yeah, I guess some people are like really nitpicky about that stuff. Because like I ain't gonna hold you, I was the type of guy that would like play certain games and like if I couldn't find somebody to play with, I was like that serious about getting trophies that I would literally consider buying a secondary console just so I could link the two TVs together and play matches with myself just to grind trophy ranks.
Jeez.
Yeah. Bad. And then I started getting into YouTubing. Let me see. Oh, they say that there's a DLC character for Sparking Zero, and it's gonna be Gohan and Piccolo. I guess like because that they versions of them that show up in a superhero. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people are like, oh, but like, isn't Sparking a dead game? They lost like 90% of their player base within a month. And I'm like, yeah, them's the breaks with those anime. For a while, people play it. They stream it for the brownie points, but after that, they just jump on to the next thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's almost like content creators need to like keep it and keep their audience interested with more than one game.
True. I gotta show you a clip that I saw somewhere. I'm on the World Star website, and while I was on World Star, I saw a thing that I was reminded of. Ask you a question regarding a thing that happens. Okay. There's a video that someone recorded of like two men coming to blows in Costco over Pokemon trading cards. Ow. Fuck. Let me. Ow, that shit is loud. Holy fuck. Ah, my ears. Okay, sorry, you were saying?
I bet you none of those cards have any of the like secret rainbow rares or anything.
I don't know how they sell them over there in Costco. I would assume it comes in like a tiny little pack, but these people want to take like the entire and add it. Mm-hmm.
That's why you make it too easy.
So it's like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to temporarily like, cause levels are all over the place. I'll have to like play a video, and because I changed my audio, this shit is hitting me like loud as fuck, and it's hurting me. But it's like then I have Discord tuned down a certain level, so that way I listen to you. But fudge, what is up with people fucking almost going to jail and getting into fistfights over Pokemon cards? I guess they saw like those like videos and stuff like that of like the cards going for like hundreds of dollars. They were like, "Ooh, gimme."
It's definitely that. And I'm sure like some people are gonna think that that Charizard card is gonna like get them out of like
That
debt or something.
let me see.
Some people just don't. Meanwhile, people are like, what's it called? Probably just like spending thousands trying to get a virtual Pokemon trading card game pocket.
True. Oh, it says here that Henry Cavill just had a kid. All right. Yep, he's doing the dad thing now, just walking around wearing sandals. Mm-hmm. Superman has a kid. I can't believe this. Ooh. Let me see. I did want to show you something else. Let me see. r/Pokemon TCG. Oh, Poke Porn. What's that? Oh no. Oh bye. Some of y'all are really fucking horny.
Are you looking for Pokemon TCG Pocket?
What? Wait, which one's that one? Are you talking about the game? Oh no, I was talking about the actual like trading card thing.
Oh.
Rookies. Furleaf, we were broken into and robbed. First time in 32 years. I'm a bit shaken. It's closed. Holy shit, dude. People are breaking into stores just to get this shit. Yeah, that baby shit was showing me his Pokemon cards, and one of them. Which Mew is this one?
Oh, that's a shiny Mew.
Bruh. I wonder what the comments are gonna say. I'm kind of scared.
Kid and take it.
And he sleeved it. Good kid. Okay, yeah, true. Parents are aware of the value. Binder for pulls, but often has little collection out on the room. Way too many people or scumbags want to rip off the children. 11K and a PSA 10. 1K and a PSA 10. Damn. So that's like $1,000 card right there. Holy fuck. I don't get it. Why can't you just like, I don't know, copy and paste it on your phone and then just lie to people and say, oh yeah, I have this card too.
Because what if people like want to like ask to buy it, you know, and then it's like I don't actually have it.
Completed my 151 master set. Is there a difference between like these two Pokemon, or is it because one of them's like shiny, the other one's regular?
I think it might be because it's holographic, but it could be just like things an extra, you know?
Yeah, I do like the quality of it though. After multiple stores, I got something. A Sylveon. Got a shiny too. Holographic. Prismatic Evolution. It comes in like a pack of 3? Let me see. It says here, consumers don't owe local game shops anything. I keep seeing people say, oh, well, where were you when the shop Fable, huh? Why didn't you buy any of that? Support your local shops. No, I don't need to support a local game shop. And if they're selling a $50 ETB for $140, then they won't get my business. I don't care what the reason is. I'm not paying over double MSRP because you're shitty little. And the customer isn't entitled because they don't want to buy an ETB for $140.
People take cards really seriously.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what's happening with the anime circle jerk, but then again, I'm kind of scared to see what I'll run into.
I'll be like, where's Ash? I want Ash back. They had like, fuck off. Like, I'm just happy he's gone.
Me in 2021 bashing Monica Rial for getting Vic fired. Me now regretting sex pest. Ooh, darn. I don't know if like you heard, but there was like a new video that came out that talked a little bit more about the allegations with Vic Mignogna.
Who?
The guy who used to voice Edward Elric for what was it? Full Metal Alchemist. He also did Junpei in Persona.
I don't really watch it anymore.
I remember like that show was Adult Swim now. I feel like the show just sounds different without his voice. I'm sorry. I can't hear that show without his voice for some reason. This person is my colleague, Tyranno. She is called Tyranno within the office. I have no idea what she is thinking. Oh, Miss Tyranno is a woman. Please let me know if Miss Tyranno is changing. I think I found your new profile picture.
Oh, God. Send me those.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, darn. Is it getting hot in here? Is it just me? Let me see. Okay. I'll just send you this boop.
Alright.
Not gonna lie, that's a hard picture.
Thank you.
Without looking, this is from if you do. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that there's a comment here somewhere.
I feel like it's Baki. I don't know.
Baki women characters get drawn the same way.
Baki.
There aren't official translations for it yet, but I couldn't find any of them. It doesn't. Somebody said wood. I like this picture. They're just like. Okay. I would keep scrolling down, but I don't want to get demonetized. Okay. Oh, fuck, man. Let me see. You had anything you want to show me on the tube?
Not that I can think of.
Keep hearing about more V2 that's happening and stuff. Sometimes I like watching the little cooking videos that people have sometimes. I kind of want to see this video, but at the same time, oh, okay, it's starting. Never mind. Well, yeah. In this case, I'm probably just gonna call it a night. All right, man. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for helping me out with this situation. Have a good one, my guy. See ya.